May 24th, 2020. In dreams, I was taken in front of a temple. It was an Adventist temple. There they told me, listen carefully. My ears sharpened, and he began to speak to me. He said to me, this church began pure. It was given everything so that it would know the truth, but from some time now, no one who enters it will be able to receive the truth. He said, observe. My eyes became like lightning that can see through walls, and he showed me the basement in the depths of that church. There I saw a reunion with many people, and I asked, who are they? He replied, they are the owners of many churches and even this one. Soon I heard one say, passing in front of everyone, everything is ready. In this lockdown, we have advanced, and everything is now calculated. Now, when reopening, no one will notice the change. I was alarmed and said, what change? I was told, let's go. We left there, and I was in front of the temple. I saw that some builders came out of it with their work tools, and they told one who was outside, everything is ready, you can go in. I saw how many entered, and I was told, go in, you must be a witness to this. I entered, and at the door, when crossing, there was a large and wide corridor, and there to the right of it, a statue of a goat with horns, and with an evil symbol that it made in its hand. That statue was black, and next to it, a door. The other door was on the left, and there was a broken mural with the 10 Commandments with pieces missing. In the middle of these two doors, in the corridor, a well-dressed man. When the people entered, he asked them where they wanted to go, and they decided, and there he led them and opened the door for them. I saw a man who entered, and he asked him which of the two places he wanted to worship, and the man decided on the place that had the statue. When this opened the door, I observed that there were many idols, lighted candles, and a red carpet. Then another person entered and decided to go at the door that had the broken commandment sign. When the door opened, I saw many benches there with many people, a large red carpet that lined that great hall, and one who spoke from the pulpit. I heard him say, today is a great day, finally home again, and with a unique experience in our lives that has led us to have broader minds for the common good. I could hardly bear to see what I was seeing and hearing this. It was so terrible for me that I went into the great room and told them, how can you be sitting here according to you praising God in the same place where a satanic sanctuary is? How dare you worship according to you God and Beelzebub at the same time and think that this God accepts? Beelzebub has no problem because everything he is crooked, but God is holy and accepts only loyal worship. He doesn't mix. A divided heart, he doesn't accept. Is it that you do not realize the enormity of this sin? Sin is not a game. It is death, and eternal death. Do you want that? So then, the one in the pulpit replied, God knows everything. He gave us free will so that we can use it, and he will not punish us for that. Trust me, God and I talk. And after you don't light Baphomet candles, he will be with us. My indignation grew, and I said, it's a lie. You are the son of a lie. and you run after the father of perdition. Your mouth declares your destruction. You seduce many to the same. Why don't you react if your own lives are at stake? Don't you see the destiny that awaits you? Do you pretend to play with God and then beg Him for salvation? Don't you notice that you are in this place under the same roof of a satanic altar? Don't you see that when you enter, the sign of the 10 Commandments is broken? Don't you remember the story of Sodom and Gomorrah? Has your mind been erased and you cannot reason? The story of Noah, the people of Israel in the desert, did you forget that? They all looked at me in amazement, but none spoke. The one in the pulpit spoke and said, "Those who are with her leave this place and do not return." No one stood up. All remained glued to the seats. Then my companion ordered me to leave. I left that place with a great cry and pain in my heart. So I was taken behind that campus. And there I saw a large dining room. There were all those who worshiped the enemy and those who supposedly worshiped God. There was a corridor that led to the bathrooms, and in that corridor there was a huge fence. Behind it there was a closet with pigeonholes, and in this letters, and each pigeonhole had a name. I extended the hand and took a letter and looked at it. There was a check addressed to a person, and the check was for a lot of money. And so I looked, and each letter had a name and a check. So the one who was preaching went to me. He said, "Despite your rebellion, look, here is your letter." I looked where he pointed and saw a letter with my name and a check. He told me, "Take it." I said, "Never. Never will I take something from the enemy of God." I ran out of that place, and when I was outside, I said, "Oh Lord, what to do? They sell their soul for so little." I was told, "Get away. Go to the other end of the plane. Run and don't stop until you get there." I ran with all my strength. I soon arrived, exhausted and fatigued. Soon I saw a great ball of fire that came down from the sky and fell on that structure, reducing it to ashes. I cried a lot, a lot. I sat stunned on the ground. There were many who were there. Not one reacted to my words. I couldn't believe that they lost their life by following mortal men like them. So at that moment I was told, "See, they had all the evidence and they chose." I was taken to a place of peace. It was a very beautiful place to behold. There were some people there whose faces radiated peace. There, the adoration was fully complete, and the angels surrounded the place, guarding the heirs of eternal life. At that moment, I woke up, begging, imploring God for those whose eternal lives are in danger. God grant that they can hear before it's too late. May the Lord guide us and guard us from every stumbling block.